Hello everyone, this is Menz here. Going to be playing the new T26E5 Patriot here on Roenberg. Now this match, I'm not recording this live, I'm doing this over a replay, but it was pretty exciting. It comes down to us just winning by one tank. Unfortunately that tank's not me, but you know, I made it to last 30 seconds or so. But regardless, pretty nice match here. I'm gonna start out. Usually I go to the town, but being top tier in this and spawning over here, figure why not head, to the field here. It's the shortest path to the enemy tank here, and I can pretty much bully them with my armor, considering they don't have too many tanks that can hit me too hard as long as I keep my hull hidden. Now, spotting a few tanks here early, I don't want to make the mistake that a lot of people do and push too far close to the road to begin with. Doing that, you expose your hull, you're able to be hit by a lot of different tanks here. So, my first goal is trying to stay alive and not take too much damage by getting spotted too early here. So, really I'm just playing it safe instead of popping in and trying to get that T44. Now, seeing here we have a T44, Chaffee, a VK in front of me, T69. Now, attacking over on this side of the map, right about where I'm at is where you can get hit pretty hard from the city. Once I saw that this IS-6 was here, I'm going to start focusing more on my right here. Well, it helps that the VK, I could shoot him, take him out, only because pushing up along the edge here, a lot safer than getting hit on your side. So, it's definitely not wise to push across here like a lot of times you see people do, because you're going to get shot a ton from the town. Now, fortunately, these couple tanks weren't really paying too much attention here. But still, we have a pretty good group in the town. I'm still trying to play this somewhat safe here, but now that they have 1-2 people on the cap right there, I start getting a little bit concerned. Unfortunately, this guy kind of blocks me a little bit. I'm a little bit too wide to get past him, but once I saw them get on the cap and they're starting to kind of organize over here, it's time for me to start pushing here. There's not that much of a risk. Their IS-6 is over into town, Scorpion G. That really just leaves this T49 or T44 and T69 over here. But at this point, I still have most of my HP. It doesn't look like they were using a ton of, say, premium rounds on me, because I did get hit in the hole a couple times and I think bounced some, but really it's just, at this point, outside of if these guys flank back, I was pretty confident in, fighting over here. But right now we're down 2 tanks. This is still not a, surefire thing. Because even destroying the T69, we lose that E25, and now we're down to RD down here and a TD. And getting hit by that T3485, he's somewhere down in this road based off of that indicator. I'm keeping that in mind, but also keeping in mind, he does not have the best gun in the world, so I'm not too concerned with pushing out here. But we're still down the tank here, and right now I'm kind of like, which way do I want to go? I still have most of my HP, fortunately, and finally get this T3485 spotted. Unfortunately though, I'm not going to be able to take him out. He gets that one lucky bounce there, and the Skoda or Artie isn't able to take him out. At this point though, I'm like, shit, gotta try to save my Artie if I had pushed in here, essentially that, you know, gives them an opportunity to get in close distance to me, either kill the rest of my team or, you know, kind of push in at once. So that's why I decided to stay out here. There's a lot of ground between me and them. I'm able to get this IS-6 out eventually here. But fortunately for me, this Scorpion G kind of has, you know, a little bit too much of a fixation on Arty. I get that he's, you know, fairly weak as far as Arty protection, but he pushed right into the AMX-13F3 and he takes him out. But right now, a minute 20 left, so I'm trying to kind of speed it up a little bit here. This IS-6 I saw wasn't exactly, you know, paying too much attention to me. Again, paying a little bit too much attention to Arty. I'm able to take him out. And now it's just down to the KV-2, which I know I can take one shot from him. Fortunately, I get him on the first shot here. And again, he was not aiming at me for whatever reason. Yeah, I've kind of made it easy there. Now it's down to, you know, these couple low HP tanks on the Cap. Tiger easy kill, gets me my 6th kill and the Top Gun award. Skoda gets that guy out. So now it's 3 versus 1. And I'm like, this is a, you know, pretty easy win here. And, you know, I'm starting to head to the Cap. AMX-13's heading to the Cap as well, because the Arty, he's somewhere, you know, up here, you know, somewhere in this area. So I'm figuring out he's going to come down, you know, push down the city. Now our Skoda, he decides, you know, it's just Arty, I'm going to go off myself. No, he just pushed right around the corner and he died. That's something, once the Skoda died by himself, like I get that it's Arty, but again, there's a reason why I didn't push down here. You open yourself up to a lot of uncertainties and taking damage easier. Closer you are to enemy, you know, he pushed up there alone and he paid the price. So, fortunately, with Arty there, I was assuming he was going to push down this way. He can cover that, spot him, I can cover this avenue, and there is a little bit of a window from where I was sitting at that he could sneak through, which he very much might have, but I also figured he might be able to spot him. But this Arty's actually going to come around this way, kind of surprise us a little bit here. But I didn't want to push on him because I'm one-shottable, and the Arty, of course, is one-shottable as well. So now it's kind of a waiting game, whether this M40 pops up or not. And I should have honestly been sitting over here, because he most likely pushed, he might have pushed up this way, following my cursor here, or he went around and it wouldn't have mattered, the long way through the field. But you know, right before we end up capping here, he kind of pops up behind me. He takes me, you know, a little bit by surprise here. And luckily, you know, our SPG spotted him here. I had enough time to get around, and then Arty ends up, you know, derping both of us, and we get the win. We still have our SPG left, but that's why you stay together. It protects you from, you know, that SPG being able to reload. Now the end game screen here, you know, pretty nice match here. Mastery badge first class, Top Gun, high caliber award. And then moving on to the second screen here, 3,600 damage, you know, easily the most amount of experience in the match as well. And the final tally here, I made a profit of basically 148,000 credits, because I did have a personal reserve going on, but this thing prints credits, and you know, damage is pretty easy to come by, especially when you're top tier. I even blocked 1,100 damage and almost assisted with 1,000. But overall, pretty fun match. I also completed the T26E5 heavy tank number 14 mission, Didn't, you know, complete the secondary because I'm pretty sure that required me surviving. But overall, you know, it was a pretty fun match, and playing this top tier, like I was a little bit safe in the beginning, but then after that, you can, you know, you can definitely take more risks, especially at mid to long range. You have the DPM to just keep chucking shells at them, and stuff like the IS-6, if they're not using premium rounds, they're even going to bounce off your hull a lot of times. Anyway, thanks again for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll catch you on one of my live streams. I live stream at least 4 times a week right now in the fall and winter here on YouTube. Otherwise, thanks again for watching the video. I'll see you around.